What's up, guys? So I know I said that I was going to do this review yesterday, but something came up and I did not get a chance to do it. But here it is now, man. David Johnson, team of the week. 91 overall, short pass style. 6 foot tall, 96 speed, 92 agility, 88 ball carry, 95 juke, 91 truck, 93 carry, 95 excel, and 85 elusiveness. Also has an 87 catch and an amazing 97 stiff arm, man. He's not just a speed back. He's definitely a nice little, somewhat of a power back. Really, he's not going to run people over all the time, but if you time it just right, you can definitely get a nice stiff arm or a nice truck. But anyways, guys, let me show you what I saw. So of course, the first thing that I was going to test out was that 96 speed. I wanted to see how fast he could get to the edge, and believe me, it was amazing, man. Got big chunks of yards almost every time. And of course, his juking ability, man. 95 juke is very nice for any running back, and it did not disappoint here either. Definitely got good separation from juking. Now, a lot of guys were telling me that he was an upgraded version of Jeremy Langford, the Thanksgiving version. And at first, I thought that he might be because on paper, but when I got on the field, there were definitely some things that I just noticed that I could not put him above Langford that easily, believe me. Such as his route running. Now, I know a running back's route running is not important to a lot of people, but for my scheme, it definitely is. And that's just one thing. When Jeremy Langford does his routes, man, for some reason he just gets amazing separation. And this right here, his David Johnson spin, don't worry about that, man. Especially if you're good at spinning, it just makes it that much easier, especially if it's one-on-one. And this, of course, a stiff arm, just nasty. 97 stiff arm, man, is amazing. And I did recently do a stiff arm tutorial, so if you need help with that, I recommend go checking that out. David Johnson is absolutely a running back that you can stiff arm for days. Look at this, drags him, just throws him to the ground like a rag doll, man. That was just insane. So that's always fun to do. But anyways, guys, like I was saying, in terms of Jeremy Langford, man, after I played with David Johnson, I would honestly assume, or not assume, but say that they are definitely about even because of what they can offer. And I'll get to that a little bit later on. This right here, of course, his hands. Don't worry about his hands. 87 catch. Very unlikely is he going to drop an open pass. But like I was saying, he was not getting good separation on certain routes, But these right here, of course, he's wide open, so he's obviously going to catch the ball there. But if there was somebody, like man to man, they would just stick with him, and I did not like that, that he was getting very little separation. That was just my one complaint. And this right here was my second complaint, my number one complaint. He took about 8 hit sticks, okay? Total 8 hit sticks. He fumbled 3 of them. That's not a good percentage, because that means out of 8 hit sticks, you only held on to 5 of them, and 3 of them you let go. That is not a good percentage, man. And these are all the fumbles right here. I did not like that. That is definitely not something that I saw from Jeremy Langford, man. So that's why I feel him and Langford, honestly, I feel that they're about even. And look at that. I need him to be clutch right there, and he let me down. Thankfully, I did win that game in overtime, but I should not have been. That game should never went to overtime. But anyways, I feel honestly that him and Langford are about even because Langford definitely does not fumble, and Langford gets way better separation on routes when I put him in the passing game. Obviously, Johnson is faster. And look at this. This is just amazing. Count with me. Just count this with me. 1. All right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. No. All right. 5. It took 5 tackles, man. 5 tackles to bring him down. This is what he did best. This was his number one strength, breaking tackles on his own without having to stiff arm or anything like that. Now, of course, if you want to control that, like I said, a lot of running backs will break tackles on their own, and that's great. But he's definitely a running back who can break tackles on his own, and you can also control it because of his 97 stiff arm. So breaking tackles on his own is always nice, man. So he's definitely a solid running back, man. As you can see here, look, catches the ball, double tackle, breaks through him, and just keeps going, man. That is something that when you combine it with 96 speed, man, that is just an amazing combination. And even though some of you might disagree and say that he's obviously better than Langford, I would say they're about even because Johnson, I feel, would fumble more but break more tackles, but Langford would get better separation and not cause as many fumbles. So I definitely recommend teaming him up with somebody. So David Johnson, man, amazing running back, man. Amazing. I definitely recommend trying him out at least once. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this review. My final thoughts: do I think he's worth 50,000? That sounds like a pretty good price for him, and I'm sure his price would just keep dropping as time goes on. Is he a top 5 back? No. Top 5 overall? No. Top 5 speed back? Yes, definitely. He's obviously going to be in that category with 96 speed. Also, with everything in between, definitely a top 5 speed back. If you do get him though, I would definitely recommend teaming him up with somebody. I don't think he's a type of running back that can carry the load all by himself. Be careful of those fumbles, man. Make sure you cover up the ball if you know your opponent's going to hit stick. So just keep that in mind. But like I said, if you want to make him your number one, you can. Just don't expect him to be clutch all the time. Believe me, I do think he's going to perform better if he has someone helping him out, sharing the load of carries. But anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of that, man. My next review might not be out till maybe Monday because tomorrow I'm not going to be home. But until then, man, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all boys for the next review. Peace.